I have been learning English for quite some time now, and after learning it for more than a year, now I feel that I have been stuck at this weird spot which is called intermediate plateau. Basically, getting stuck at the intermediate plateau while learning any language refers to a phase where learners reach to a certain level of proficiency but they struggle to make significant progress. It often involves feeling comfortable with basic communication but facing challenges in advancing to an advanced level. This plateau may result from a lack of targeted practice, limited exposure to diverse language context, or insufficient focus on specific skills like vocabulary expansion or probably complex grammar uses. I'm sure many of you can relate it to yourself that you have been learning English for some time now, but you don't progress anymore. So you are getting frustrated. So don't worry, in this video I am going to mention how you can get out of this plateau, which is called intermediate plateau, and move to an advanced speaker. I will also be mentioning what are the steps I have been following to get out of this rut. So keep watching this video till the very end. So the first thing I would recommend you is to break the routine. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a kind of person who needs to have a perfect routine. It's extremely essential for me because having a routine helps me to manage my time in a more effective way. And just because of it, I create routine every single day, even to study English. I dedicate certain amount of time every single day just to learn this language. So let me give you an example. Let's say I study English for around 1 hour, and in that 1 hour, I allocate my time just to follow all the steps. For example, I read English for 15 minutes and then I listen English for 20 to 25 minutes and then I will be speaking for around 30 minutes. It is just an example. So this is what I follow. But in order to move from an intermediate level, and if you want to become an advanced level, then you need to break that routine. And this is what I have recently started doing. If I will be breaking routine, then only I will be able to move from this intermediate plateau, and then only I will be able to become an advanced English speaker. Because if I have been following same routine over and over again for a very long time, but I'm expecting to get different result, then how is it possible? So it's extremely essential for all of us to break the routine and recreate it. So instead of listening just for 20 to 25 minutes, try to listen 1 hour of long podcast. Or if you are someone who only reads for 15 minutes, then try to read for at least 30 minutes. Or if you are someone who only practices speaking in English just for 30 minutes, then try to speak for at least 45 minutes. Or if it is possible for you to speak for 1 hour, then that is also better. So by saying this, I mean we have to break the entire routine and we have to rebuild it. We have to recreate the routine which we can follow at least for a few days in a week, which can help us to move from this intermediate plateau and become an advanced English speaker. Number 2 is change your methods. By saying change your methods, I mean you have to change the way you learn this particular language. So let me briefly explain why it is extremely important. Because if you don't alter your methods, or if you don't change the way you learn anything, then after a while you may find it's not effective, or you may feel that it's something I'm not enjoying, or you may feel that it's getting a little bit boring. So that's why it's extremely essential for all of us to alter our methods after a certain point of time. Well, I'm not talking about something difficult. I'm just talking about switching your methods. By switching your methods, I mean you have to do something different which you have never done before. So if you're someone who only watches YouTube videos in English, then try to watch any movies in English, or try to watch TV shows in English. If you only listens to music in English, then try to listen to a podcast, or try something different which you have never done before. If you only read books in English, then try to read articles. There are so many articles which you can find online. If you are someone who only practices speaking in English just by yourself, then try to engage in a conversation with someone else. Try to engage with other co-learners, or you can also find any tutor with whom you can practice speaking in English. So you have to try and explore different things just to get out of that comfort zone where you have been stuck. We always feel that we are not moving because we have been repeating same things over and over again, but we are expecting something different. So if we are expecting something different, then we need to put something different. So that's why I'm recommending you to switch your methods and try and explore different things. Number 3 is diversifying learning materials. Diversifying learning materials means incorporating wide range of resources to explore and understand a language thoroughly. I really need to diversify my materials because I have been following same things over and over again, and these are the things I have been following from the very beginning of my journey. I have been consuming self-growth content from the very beginning of my journey, and I still follow it. But now I feel that all of them uses same type of vocabulary, and in this way I'm not learning something different. So now I need to explore different categories. I need to explore different niche which can help me to get to know about different things, and in this way I will also be improving my English and getting out of this intermediate plateau. Additionally, I'm also reading books about self-growth and self-development, but now I felt that no, in order to move from this intermediate plateau, I need to explore different categories. Like I need to read something about finance or about psychology or about something which I have never tried before. So we have to diversify our learning materials in order to move from this intermediate plateau to an advanced level. Recently, I started reading literature which I found extremely helpful for me, because this is something I have never thought to do, but when I started reading it, I encountered so many new vocabulary which can help me to improve my English. So that's why I am always recommending you to try and do something which is not similar to your interest, because when you are pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, it will always teach you something or other. You can also read articles on Google or on Chrome browser where you can find those topics which you have never thought to read about. So try and talk about them, try and read them, and first of all you have to research about them, that what type of vocabulary you should be using in this context, and then try to express yourself in your own words, that what exactly you have understood from this. Number 4 is learn advanced words and more complex grammatical uses. Lately, I have noticed one thing, that all the notes which I have made for vocab, most of them are for an intermediate English speaker, and even though some of them are for an advanced English speaker and some of them are an advanced words, I don't really use them because first of all I don't know how to use them, and the next thing is it seems quite difficult for me, and I feel that even though if I use them, many people are not going to understand, and just because of it I always avoid focusing on them and I always neglected those things. And when it comes to memorizing vocabulary, nowadays I have become quite sluggish. I always feel that it requires a lot of energy and a lot of time. So that's why I don't focus on those things. And honestly, since last 3 to 4 months, I have not paid enough attention to vocab, and I have not even revised any of my vocabulary. But now I feel that if I have to move from an intermediate speaker and I have to move from this plateau, then I need to focus on learning advanced words and learning those phrases which I have never thought to learn. Well, you don't have to sit and make the notes of all the advanced words and all the complex grammatical forms. You don't have to do it. You just have to focus on exploring different topics, and then you will automatically be learning everything. You just have to focus on every single words which you are encountering, and then try to incorporate those words into your daily routine so that you can also use them in your daily conversation. Number 5 is participate in challenges. Engaging in language challenges is an excellent way to push yourself and become an advanced English speaker. Actually, in 2023, I used to participate in so many challenges. It helped me a lot to move from a basic English speaker to an intermediate English speaker. So that's why I decided that in 2024, I will also be following this challenge again, which will help me to move from an intermediate English speaker to probably an advanced English speaker, and it will help me to just be motivated and move faster. I believe engaging in language challenges is extremely essential because it will always push you out of your comfort zone and it will develop your language skills. Furthermore, it will always encourage you to tackle your problems which you have been facing. But when question arises that what type of challenges do you need to participate in, then you don't need to worry about it. You can follow 30 days challenge plan where you have been learning one advanced words every single day, and along with that you are learning how to use that one word in your daily life and you're incorporating that word into your daily routine so that you can become an advanced English speaker. You can set a goal to read certain number of pages every single day. You can dedicate certain hours to speak in English. You can also follow language immersion weekend where in that particular weekend you will be doing everything in English. You will be watching in English, you will be speaking in English, you will be just completing all the tasks in English. So in this way you can just come out of that comfort zone and you can move from this plateau, you can get out of this plateau and become an advanced English speaker. So here are 5 steps which I have been following to move from an intermediate plateau and become an advanced English speaker. So if you're someone who is struggling with this issue, then you can also follow these challenges. You can also participate in these challenges and try to break the routine and recreate it so that you can also become an advanced English speaker. Also, let me know in the comments below what are the steps you have been following to move from an intermediate plateau and what has been helping you, which can help me too. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and just got some valuable insights from this video. So once again, thank you so much. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye.